Today I will be doing forward reverse motor control. Alright, so first I will explain the power circuit here. So first I'm gonna explain the power circuit, then the control circuit, then after that I'll make the connection. Alright, so on the board right now we are looking at a diagram of the power circuit. Yes, so here we have the three-phase going to the isolator, then from the isolator to the circuit breaker, then from the breaker it goes to the contactor. But right here we have two contactors, one for the forward direction and one for the reverse direction. Then after the contactors we have the overload, then the motor. Alright, now in order to change the direction of a three-phase motor, you need to interchange any two phase. Alright, and right here is where that takes place. So if you notice, line one goes to, we're looking at the forward contactor only right now, right? Only. So let's say that this contactor is closed. The forward contactor is closed. Alright, so now we will have a flow of current like this. So line 1 goes to U1, line 2 goes to V1, and line 3 will go to W1. Alright, so, and that is for the forward direction. Now, if you look at the reverse contactor, right? This is line 1, alright? I will just jumper it to this side of the reverse contactor. Alright, so line 1 comes right here, and if you notice, line 1 and the reverse contactor now goes to W1, and on the forward contactor, line 1 goes to U1. Alright, so if the reverse contactor is energized now, you will see that there is a change with two of the phase. So line 1 now goes to U1, line 2 goes back to V1, and line 3 will go to U1. Alright, so the two phase that we change, the two phase that is changed is line 1 and line 3. Line 2 still remains. Alright, so that is how you change the direction of a three-phase motor. And just to make it clear, I keep referring to line 1 goes to U1, V1, W1, but just to make it clear, this connection right here, it takes place at the bottom of the contactor. Also, it takes place before the overload. You will see that just in time, alright? But I make the connection right here, then insert the overload. Yes, so in the control circuit now, if I should press the forward push button, the motor will rotate in this direction. So the motor will rotate in that direction if I press the forward push button, and this contactor is energized, the forward contactor. Now, if I should stop the motor from going in the forward direction, right, and then energize the reverse contactor, the motor will now go in the opposite direction. motor will then goes in the opposite direction because the reverse contactor is now energized. All right, and you will see all of that. All right, just stay to the end, but I really want to explain it so you don't just see it working, you know the step to take to get it to change the direction of the motor. All right, so now we're looking at the control circuit, right? And right here we have the transformer, and the transformer is used to step down the voltage from 415 to 110 because of the voltage of the coil of the contactor and the indicator light as well. The coil of the contactor and the indicator light, they use 110 volts, so that is the reason why we have to get a transformer to step down the voltage from 415 to 110, right? So from the secondary side of the transformer, you can see that we send the live to the stop push button, right? And then from the stop push button now, we have the forward push button right here, and then it goes through a normally closed pair of contact and the reverse contactor. So the reverse contactor is K2. So this goes through a normally closed pair of contact and the reverse contactor, then to the coil K1 of the forward contactor, right? And then the other side now, it goes through normally closed and the overload, then to the other side of the coil. And you know that the overload is used as a protective device in the circuit, protect the motor from overcurrent. Alright, so the reason for this now, why we send this through a normally closed and the reverse contactor, is because we need an interlock, right? So this is an interlock. This is used to prevent. Alright, so let me explain. When I press forward, right, and boom, 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 a flow right here, energize this coil, then this will close K1, K1, K1. This K1 here represent normally open and K1. So this is used for the holding. This is the holding contact. Alright. So when I release your push button, it will go back in the open position. So here will now be the path for current flow. Like this. And then to this. Now this will open when this is energized, because this is also K1. This is a normally closed pair of contact on K1. So this will open. Now, when this open, if I should press, or if my hand should accidentally catch the reverse button, the reverse contactor will not energize because right here is open. So these are interlocks. These are what we use in the circuit to prevent you from energizing both contacts at the same time. Okay, now you can create a short circuit if that happens. You can burn your motor winding. Alright? So these are the interlocks that are used to prevent you from doing that, or accident, if somebody accidentally press the reverse button while it is going forward, or vice versa. Understand? And it's the same thing. Alright? So let's say the motor is going in the forward direction. I'll have to stop it. I'll have to press stop and stop it before I can put it in the other direction. So let's say I stop it now, and I go and I press reverse, right? So when I stop it, this will become closed again because it's a normally closed. Alright, so this will de-energize, this will close again, so I will now overflow to energize K2, which is the reverse contactor. Alright, and now when K2 is energized, this will close, which will create the path for the holding, and this will open. So if my hand should accidentally press the forward button, then nothing will happen because right here will open. Alright, and your indicator light will energize because it is connected across the contactor coil. So once I press forward, boom, and this energize, this will energize as well. Alright, and the same thing for this one. So I've decided to create a part 2 for this video because of the length. I don't want it to be too lengthy, so I'll do another video on forward reverse, but in the other video I'll just be doing the connection. Alright, so subscribe to the channel and stay tuned, like and subscribe, leave your comment. If you don't understand something, also leave it in the comment section, and I'll try my best to answer your questions or make things clearer. Alright, so see you in the next video.